in terms of buildings. So we're providing free workshops on LEED. We also do other free workshops on revenue growth, how to grow profitably, how to read financial reports. I was sharing with Tom earlier. We found that lenders, when they ask a business owner who wants a loan, give me your financial reports, and if that business owner says, well, I'll call my bookkeeper and get them for you, that's a red light. They're not going to make that loan because you don't understand your own financial reports. We help people understand them. LEED, these are some examples. The amount of growth that's taking place. LEED certified, I mean leadership in energy, is in 2005. You can see how small it was in terms of number of LEED certified buildings. Now it's much higher. That's the 2009 numbers. I'm going to show you a couple of examples of buildings being built here locally that are LEED certified. Why LEED? Well, first of all, it makes a lot of financial sense. There's less energy consumption. 40% of the electricity in America is consumed by large buildings. How many of you have seen a large building with the lights still on and it's midnight? Stupid. The technologies exist to turn off the lights if there's no motion. But somebody's got to implement those strategies. So LEED buildings build those things in so that people don't have to think. It's automatically done. Lower CO2 emissions, water use goes down, although we got plenty of water right now, and solid waste goes down. Less things going to the landfills. Green building occupants are healthier. If you're someone that has a business and you want to locate in an office building, you ought to be asking those people who are renting to you, is this a LEED certified building? You, as well as your employees, will be healthier in that type of building. Less toxic air. It's a better place to be. And last but not least, and those are not showing up very well, the LEED buildings are in fact perceived as more valuable in the marketplace. Meaning if you plan to flip that building and sell it, it will be of greater value than one that is not energy efficient. So it's wise to consider that as well as to get involved in that marketplace. A couple of examples. We have a new building, engineering building at UTA Arlington. Will be opening up December or January, I believe, of this year. It's a LEED Silver. Starts with simple things like turning the side of the building such that the west sun hits a brick wall, not windows. Reduces energy consumption. It has a white roof, not a black roof. Why? Less heat induction. So many different things that go into that building. It's going to be a much more cost-effective building, and we're going to be teaching engineers at UTA in a building that, in fact, is LEED certified. And the other building that's just broke ground, and now the hole that they dug to put in this is now a swimming pool, but nonetheless, this building also will be LEED certified. UTA is very committed from the president of UTA on down to sustainability. And to be a Tier 1 school, we're really stressing that. So we're proud to be a part of that movement.
And Tom, are there tax benefits for being a LEED certified building?
Not as much yet, but it's wiser because your recurring costs go down, and you can actually charge higher rates because people prefer to be in that type of building. So, and it will be of greater value down the pike. How many have a smart meter or know that you got one? They're going to smart. Because in Fresno, there are already smart meters in California. What happens with things that start in California? They typically end up here in Texas at some point. Smart meters are being used to charge people 47 cents to 60 cents per kilowatt hour in the middle of the afternoon. You might say, well, that's not happening here. It will, because the technology exists. And there's not a lot of new energy sources being created. So I'm just telling you, be wise and be prepared, meaning, and that's what we're doing, is helping small business owners as well as homeowners in some workshops how to reduce your energy consumption. Because the rates are going to go from 10 cents a kilowatt hour, which is what I'm paying right now, to as much as 40, 50, 60 cents a kilowatt hour on 3 o'clock on August 15th. It's going to happen. It's already happening in California. It's going to happen here. We need to take better and plan ahead as to what the impact's going to be. So we're offering free energy assessments for businesses as well as for offices. And last but not least, these are some of our big plans we got this coming year. We're going to be helping people, especially vets, create a job instead of look for one in advance. We're organizing a Green Job Summit, take place in January, very likely in Arlington at UTA. And our keynote speaker is going to be teaching how to create 75 green businesses. So you can tap into our website, sbdcexcellence.org. We have some information out at the UTA table to get more information on that. We're also helping the region. We're involved in what's called Earth North Texas, a very exciting consortium of organizations, UTA, TMAC, Tech Fort Worth, the business incubator in Fort Worth, as well as ourselves. The vision is to create a 1,000-acre multi-use development along the TRE tracks, primarily right now in Fort Worth. Every building that will be built there, whether it be a factory, retail, residential, wellness centers, and the like, every building will either be energy neutral, meaning they're not taking energy off the grid, or they will actually be putting energy on the grid. You say, can that be done? Yes, it can. With the existing technologies and the new ones that are being developed, many of which are at UTA. It's really exciting times. And so we're involved in that. And last but not least, we're involved in what's called 2B for Texas. And if you're not for Texas, why are you here, right? We're working with TMAC, as well as Gary Herlin and the Cross Timbers Procurement Center, as well as other partners statewide, to create a $2 billion impact for Texas before 2015. We want to help people like yourselves and others to create businesses, create jobs, be profitable, and look forward to any questions you might have, or if you have a business idea that you'd like to throw out. That's what we're there for, as well as SCORE, to help you to create that business plan and to make it a green plan, preferably one that's green in profit, as well as planet friendly and good for people like yourself. So really appreciate your time. Unfortunately, I've got to head off and do another non-paying gig. But still, nonetheless, it's been a great day. And hopefully it's going to be a great start for you this fall, as well as going forward for yourself, as well as for your businesses.
Quick question, Tom.
Yes.
If there's a small business here want to get into the lead procurement process, is that something you're going to cover, Gary? Or, I mean, there are opportunities for small businesses to enter that marketplace.
Well, we do, yeah, we're doing workshops. We got another workshop planned, and maybe Gary can cover that. Okay. We're doing those because a lot of contractors, they're going to miss out on opportunities because every government building is LEED certified, just like the two examples I gave you at UTA. We were down at Fort Hood last week, and the new hospital there on Fort Hood is a LEED certified hospital. And so that means from a contractor standpoint, there are going to be great opportunities, but you got to know what you're doing when you're bidding on those opportunities and when you're executing. As an example, you might say, well, what's the impact? Well, there was a gentleman there who has a trash removal business. It's a second generation family owned business, but he's learned about LEED, and so what he does is he hauls off stuff from the construction site, but you have to sort it out. So he takes the concrete to a concrete recycler, he takes the steel to a steel recycler, so on and so forth, and he has to keep track of all that because that information goes into making sure that the building is in fact LEED certified. You might say, well, that's additional work. Yeah, he's got work, and it's profitable work. But it came as a function of him becoming educated as to what LEED is and then tapping into that marketplace. Mm-hmm. Gary and I and Deborah at TMAC, we want to help you to get tapped into those great opportunities. Green is going up, and if it's not a market that you've looked at before, just like the CPAs and the churches and the other examples it gave you, there are many opportunities just about for any type of business to tap into that. And it's an exciting thing you could add to your strategic plan or your marketing plan for this coming year.
Any questions for Tom before he has to go? No, but just a comment or two that Glory House Catering and their bistro, she uses the biodegradable plateware.
Oh,
so she's ahead of the curve on that. Yeah. So
make sure though that you market that.
Yeah.
Let the public know. Sometimes we're committed individually to doing that, right, but we don't do a good job of putting on our website or on our business cards that we're committed to that.
And the city of Irving is building a LEED certified branch library.
Library,
And
right.
then the school district.
And
is-
one of the customers we're helping is installing those solar panels on that.
Yeah, this middle school is going to be LEED certified, but the focus of this middle school is going to be on, well, it's 4 areas that are that tap into the energy resources. It's going to be a showcase, not only nationally but internationally, and right here in the city of Irving, over by across from the mall there. So it's a great opportunity there
It
for
really is.
for
Is it supposed to
businesses.
be energy neutral or?
It will be energy neutral, LEED certified. They're gonna do geothermal, solar, wind, and I'm blocking on the other one there, whatever the other one is, but and the focus of the school will be in those 4 areas for the students, so, thank you, Tom.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
geothermal is, if you're not familiar with, anybody familiar? It's drilling down 300-400 feet where there's a constant temperature, 70 degrees or so, pumping some fluid through that. That's what you use then to heat or cool your building, your home or your building. And